I'm FADY Jomar, I'm from Syria. I work as a cook, officially. And also, I'm a writer. I write poems and theater. So what's happened to me, it's a part of what's happened from the Syrian people, what the Al-Assad regime did, in fact. I don't like to say that it's happened to the Syrian people. It's not some kind of volcano or earthquake. There is a criminal and we know his name and we should name it. I was writing in general subjects, but after the revolution started, it was even emotionally control everything in our life. The love was leading to revolution. The life was leading to revolution. Even even when you missing your mother, you think about revolution. It was in every single thought in our mind. And they asked me, Moneim actually asked me, because I was dealing with him. We make maybe 2 or 3 songs together, and asked me to write a part of Kâlila or DImna. Of course, the story is very famous in the Middle East, and we even study it in the schools, so everyone should know it. I told them I don't want to write it as the original story. I don't want to write it about the animals' story, because when the writers, the philosophy, decide to write it with animals, characters, he was afraid from the emperor, from the dictator. And we are not afraid now. We can say what we want to say. So there is nothing should force us to do it with animals. If there is something important, I do it with this play, is this movement from animals' world to human being worlds, and also not just to make it something historical. In the play, you see something modern. The writers, Shatraba, wearing jeans and something casual, and also the king hold a newspaper. It's a modern style of life. And that should be a clear message that what's happened during the whole history, it still happened now. It doesn't stop. Maybe the tools are different. Maybe the ways are different, but it's still happened. Because, when you put people under pressure, they will do something someday. Maybe it takes 100 years to do it, but they will do something. They will not stay under pressure forever. The history teaches us that would happen. Yeah. And at the end, the king killed Shatraba. He killed him. But the songs, as I expect in the text, the songs will stay, would remain, would not die. In the end, we said, if you kill the poem, you will not kill the songs. In today's world, I think that the victims of the dictatorship are the real source of power to fight against the dictatorship. Those victims, the souls of victims, are some kind of duty on our shoulder, that we should keep talking about this crime. We should keep talking about these victims. We should never get bored. Even we reach a place that no one listens to us at all. Even we have to scream in the streets. That's happened in our country. We shouldn't stop. The directors of the movie, you, yourself, everything happened in this moment is a kind of this effect of the voice of the victims. I think so. I do my best. I'm not sure if I make it successfully. The audience, the person could say, but I do my best to do that.
Does the movie do it?
The movie, yes. Yeah, it was very touching. And I remember when I saw it for the first time, I was alone at my place. I saw it, and when I finished exactly, I texted the director, and I was like, if I want to write a movie about Syria, I will not do it better than this. I'm so thankful. And these generations which are coming now day by day, I think they will be more clever, and they could be looking honestly for the truth. They will not believe what they are told.